community. Y'all oppress your women, your children, and your communities. It's really sad because the white man has had his foot on y'all necks for the last 400-500 years, and y'all still cannot do better. At this point, y'all are the bottom of the barrel mills, and it is embarrassing. Y'all rarely have the same hatred for the white man who is still to this day oppressing y'all, but y'all sit around and moan and complain about women 24/7, all the while never taking accountability for your own action. Y'all complain about women's hair, the way they dress, the way they act. Meanwhile, you guys have not changed not one bit in the last 100 years alone. If you really sit around and listen to the older women speak, you know, your grandmothers, they will tell you these men weren't back then either. You go to other countries, women are covered from head to toe, and guess what their men are doing? The same thing the white man has been doing to them, oppressing them, disrespecting them. It is worldwide, but y'all sit around like the little that y'all are and complain all day about women when y'all don't ever take responsibility for your own actions. It's 2025, and for some reason y'all still think women are supposed to be your fucking slaves and servants. They're supposed to give up their hopes and dreams for a fucking family. Why? You guys have been beating on your women for the last 100 years. You guys have been oppressing your women in every fucking way, shape, or form. So nowadays, the average man cannot have a conversation with me because you guys have no fucking critical thinking skills at all. At all. And until you guys open your fucking eyes and have some fucking critical thinking skills, I want no parts of y'all at all.
So, there is this movement called decentering men, where women, and especially black women, but it is all women, but women, specifically black women, are um, removing men from the foundation of the things that they do on a regular basis. And they're basically saying that men, especially red pill men, are some of the biggest oppressors of women, and that it's difficult to live with men, it's difficult to date men, it's difficult to be around men, they don't feel safe around men. Why do you think that it is a movement? And anybody can jump in at any point. Why do you think or you believe that there is this movement to decenter men? That is the question. You are well. We don't know. We're gonna go to Q Diddy first.
I think I just black women are the biggest victims, and I think black dudes out here, we living our best life, nigga. We don't give a fuck. Like, I don't see fucking black dudes on the internet, nigga, just making videos about how horrible black women are, nigga. If it's ass, we'll speak towards the fact, but we don't care about y'all. Like, by and large, unless we don't care. Like fuck y'all. Not all of y'all. Like, you guys are beautiful. I love Molly. I love Carrie. But generally, like, fuck you. I don't get it. I don't understand. I think it's a black woman thing, really. Like, I think black women are the biggest victims in America, and I don't think, for the most part, it's warranted. I
Uh,
usually big up black women, but let me
Slimmy,
just go.
Slimmy, why do you think that there is this movement to decenter men, or that men have become the enemy, so much so to where women, specifically black women, are saying that they will never ever even be like give a man a chance or any of this type of stuff, that they feel scared of men at this point?
I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I don't get it. Like, I just feel like the black man is probably the most hated man on the planet. I don't care what anyone says. Like, you can't prove to me otherwise. And I'm somebody who I removed myself from race. I done seen this shit since I was a kid. Like, I'm born in 1980, so I seen racism when it was actual racism. I experienced it. Um, I'm not quite sure people understand where the and I'm gonna keep saying this, where the black woman, she divested herself from black families. She did this on her own. And I just remember the first time I saw it, and when they started accepting the fuck shit, I was in the mall. I was in Randall Park Mall, and I saw this dude. This was the craziest thing I ever saw in my life. I saw this dude walk up to this girl like, "Hey, bitch, give me your number," and she laughed, like, "Oh, you can't talk to me like that." That's when it started. Like, once you start accepting behavior like that from fuck boys, like, you don't have respect for a respectable man. You no longer respect, like, all through the years, dudes who were considered nerds, dudes who were considered choir boys, anybody who was considered good, you downed them. Anybody who was smart, black girls, black women, downed them. They disrespected them. They called them lame. They didn't want to have nothing to do with them. But the worst of the worst of the worst dudes, y'all was running and flocking to them, which made absolutely no sense to me. Dudes who came from great households trying to sell drugs was getting all the girls. And it's like, yo, he not authentic. Like, he don't got to do this shit. Why are you running to a dope boy? Like, he gonna smack you around. So now, fast forward, once you got used up by these dudes who did not give a fuck about you, now all the upstanding guys, you still got vitriol towards them. That's not how this shit worked. You chose to go fuck with fuck boys and the worst of the worst, and now you mad about this shit. And the dudes that was upstanding that you wanted to shit on, now you still want to shit on them because you didn't pick the right guys. You didn't pick guys who were good guys that was going to treat you right. So now you're mad at all black men. Now we your enemy. But it was really you who accepted fuck shit, who ran to the fuck shit, who wanted to be included in the fuck shit. Now you mad. It don't work like that. You got to stay over there. You lucky people not trying to put you in front of a fucking firing squad and eliminate you. Because it's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you. If you feel like black men are this fucking bad, just go over there. Don't talk about it. Go over there. See if they treat you better. They not. They the same. Most men are the same. It ain't a race thing. They don't like you. They don't like you. They only want you for one thing, because you're not smart. You can't hold a conversation. You can't keep without an attitude. You fucked up. Now you mad at black men as if we are the problem. Man, these niggas just want to make a sandwich, go to a sporting event, go take a trip, kick it with the homies, watch a movie. It's real simple shit. Stay the fuck out my face when I'm trying to do this shit, and we can have conversations when I'm done. Men are actually very simple. You don't know how to interact with men. That's your fucking problem. And now you want to blame men as if we the problem. Red pill. Red pill ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Truth will help you out, bitch. That's what you need. You need some truth. I'm done, man. I can't fuck with that shit, though. That shit embarrassing.
Molly, how do you feel about what Slimmy just said?
I understand where he was coming from. I feel like it's not really exclusive to black women. I think just westernized women typically choose the wrong guy, especially in this country. Um, I don't think that black men are necessarily the new oppressors, because black men are following their women's to the polls to go vote for a woman as president. So
Mm,
I don't think the black men are running the show, period.
mm,
Um, I think decentering men and 4B and MGTOW is all in the same bucket. It's all gay. I'm sorry. You're either a lesbian or you're just a gay man,
Mm,
because we need each other. So what is the point of hating each other when we need each other? Whatever that lady issue was, I don't know.
She ugly. That's her issue. Don't nobody want
Because
that
I
bitch.
feel like black men have become so feminized. It's like
That too.
they're not even the head of their households largely in as we see in the black community because there are barely any two-parent households within the black community. So I don't understand. I understand some parts, but at the same time, I think she was just bitter.
Yep, she ugly. Don't nobody want her.
Mika, what do you think about this?
They always like to bring up their mamas and their grandmamas and all these women. I've never seen none of these women honestly be mistreated. Most of their mamas and grandmamas that were married lived well. So all of a sudden now, all of their mamas and grandmamas are all, battered, beat, torn, whatever women. I just think black women are getting what they deserve because they followed behind the white feminists. Really, honestly and truly, that's all I really see. I don't see a history of mistreatment. Most of the women from the 50s, 60s, all of that were treated well. And, they got, a lot of tangibles left from their husbands who worked themselves to death. Like, I just don't see none of the stuff that they be talking about. I think they just be making up stuff, honestly and truly.
Hmm. All right,
And that's
Carrie, thoughts?
I pretty much agree with what everybody said. I mean, I think that if you get to a certain age as a woman, unless you for real wanted to be single, I think you're gonna get bitter. Like I think it's hard not to. And men are, as much as I do agree that they have been feminized, and let's be real, like I think some men are just afraid of what they're gonna get if they even talk to some of these chicks. Like she was scaring me. Um, but I
She was pretty scary. I
she
was like,
was a little,
damn. But it was perfect
um,
for a clip, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, I just
Do you think
I
that men
think
are
that it's
scary,
hard for,
Carrie?
huh?
Do you think that men are scary?
No, I don't think that men are scary in general. No. And what I was gonna say, because I had lost my thought. And I think that men are speaking more, and whether like we are hearing you all's opinion of us more, in my opinion, than we have before. So if I'm 30 something years old and I'm not married and I don't have kids, but I want a man and I want kids, and I'm listening to men, whether it's online or at work or wherever, and they're sharing, you passed up the good guy in high school or in college, I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna reflect and be like, I sure did. Or if you say, y'all got fat and I'm fat, I'm gonna be bitter about it because I'm fat. Or if I focused on my career and now I have not, like you're telling me the truths that I have to sit in. So instead of me just eating it and saying, "Dag, I missed out," I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna deflect and I'm gonna put it on you, and I'm gonna say that it's your fault. And to me, that's what a lot of these women are doing.